1 Yosemite, 2 Yosemite, 3 Yosemite. Why do I feel like I'm playing hide and go seek? 4 Yosemite. Reminds me of when I was a kid and I used to stare at a giant tree right in front of my face. 5 Yosemite. Ready or not, here I come. Do we have any other vehicles in the game that have 3 different variants, 3 different versions? Correct me down below if I'm wrong, but I don't think we do. And while it may be easy to first think, come on, Rockstar, do we really need another Yosemite? I, on the other hand, am pretty excited for this new Yosemite Custom, and I'll tell you why. The original Declasse Yosemite is one of the cleanest and best designed classic pickup trucks in the game. With a combination of hot rod and lowrider, it looks amazing, it sounds great, and it has self-rising and self-lowering hydraulic suspension to boot. And then we have its older brother with the Drift Yosemite, the drift truck that nobody asked for. However, it is an absolute blast to drive and get sideways in, which makes it a very fun ride on the wild side. Which is why I am very excited to check out the new Yosemite Custom, see what we can do to it over at Benny's, and more importantly, to see if this is a blast to drive as well, except this time on the off-beaten trails with some off-roading. Alright, let's see what this third variant of the Yosemite can do. The upgrade price this week is 30% off. It's usually $700 grand. Combine that with the price of the vehicle at $485,000 and you're looking at about $1.2 million for the Yosemite Custom. Oh my god. That is looking way better than I was expecting. Alright, we are off to a great start. Throw some race brakes on as always. Check out the bull bar options. We've got 16, starting with a small dinky single loop. Can do a secondary. Looks like those fogs are covered with some protection, but see if they still function. There's the covered ones. Can do the triple loop bar. And throw some fogs on there as well. And here's the short frame bar. Can throw the fogs on. Got 4 fogs dead center. Got the covers on that one. Ooh, I'm liking that. The wide frame bar, that's looking a bit more serious as those headlights turn on. Can get that in secondary, primary. And then we've got the Force wide bar. Can get that in secondary or primary as well. Also, it's interesting that the fogs are covered depending on if you go primary or secondary. And I am going to go secondary for the hopefully functioning fog lights with the Force wide bar. See what we can do for the bumpers, starting with the front bumper. Can do a delete, get rid of that chrome in the license plate. That adds a spoiler down below. And license plate and chrome are back. Get rid of everything with chrome on the smooth. Got the spoiler there. Ooh, I like that. Some more openings for some cooling for that engine while off-roading. Oh man, look at that. Some additional fog lights built into the bumper. Can do the chrome stud, the chrome sweep. Oh, there we go. We've got a winch. We've got a winch, guys. That's what I'm looking for. The off-road crux bumper. Oh, that is an even more massive winch with the off-road ridge bumper. Off-road stinger and the shield, off-road shield. Between the ridge and the shield, you get the fog lights or the mesh. And more lights, the better, I always say, when taking to the off-beaten trails.
Don't she look pretty?
Rear bumpers, we can do a rear bumper delete. Got some more chrome options. And that's hard to see, but it looks like the last stinger bumper adds some mesh right by those lights on the bottom corners, which I am on the fence about between that or the bumper delete. But for now, let's go for a clean bumper delete. Could come back to that, but we'll put that on for now.
That's what you was looking for.
Got some options for the chassis with a skid plate. Oh yeah, definitely gonna get one of these. Okay, that totally changed it up. Not as flat as that one. Got the stinger plate or the rhino skid plate as well. And you can see the bottom bull bar changes between the two sets of the three options. And I'm gonna go with the trail skid plate. And we've got plenty of options in Benny's. Moving on to the secondary light surround. Oh yes. Oh man, can do the LEDs or the traditional fog lights. And you really can't go wrong with either, but I'm gonna go with the traditional fogs as this is a classic truck. Next up, with some hood accessories, we've got some hood pins. That one has some cabling that goes through. Ooh, a hood deflector. That's kind of cool. Can do the trail, the crux, stinger, different variants of the deflector. Ooh, we've got some vents as well, carbon fiber, angled, or cable hood latch with vents. And I kind of like these cable hood latches. I do not remember seeing these previously, so let's throw those on.
How's that look?
Always need a roll cage when taken to the mountains. So we've got this first option here. Can do, oh, okay. This is like in the Drift Yosemite. I have this set up. Can do a 4-point. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. This reminds me of the Baja off-roading trucks. Exactly what I was hoping for. Really makes you feel like it's in between an off-road toy and a civilian truck. But we're turning it into that. Really cool. Also got the full padded roll cage. That is awesome as well. Can get it with a tire mount and a recovery kit. Wow. Really nice options for the roll cages. And it was love for me at first sight with this netting, Baja style, so we're going with the full web roll cage. Ooh, this should be fun. Moving on to the engine. We've got the block here. Can paint the valve covers, can do chrome, painted ribbed, or chrome ribbed. And let's go with the painted ribbed covers.
Engine's in.
Moving on to some options for the air filter. Puts it right on top. Can do the chrome, the twin, titanium, swept back, or the angled ram pipes. And I have always had a soft spot for the twin air filters, so on they go. Engine tunes, you know it. All right, let's see what we can do to the exhaust back here. Got some tuner exhaust, comes out farther apart. Can do chrome. Side exits, ooh, I like that a lot. Side exit titanium or side exit trail exhausts. Really liking this layout, and I'm gonna stay with the chrome. Okay, moving on to the fenders. Can do some street flares, arc. Ooh, okay, that's a bit boxier, more old school. Again, kind of reminds me of the old Baja race trucks for off-roading. Definitely an option. Can do the extended flares, puts out some bull bars on the sides. Not sure how I feel about that. Or the extended arc flares. That is definitely interesting as well. And yeah, I am digging these Raptor flares. We will go with those. Some options for the grille. Moving back to the front, we can do primary or secondary. Can dechrome. The dechrome gets rid of the chrome surrounding the headlights, so we can do primary or secondary there as well. Can do a cross grille, primary or dual. So there's no secondary for that. It goes straight to a different design with the dual paint, mesh grille, billet grille, or primary mesh grille. And let's throw the billet grille on there. I think that looks pretty nice, pretty clean. Some options for the hood. Can do secondary. Throw a rusty hood on there. Of course, we have the carbon fiber. Can do a trail hood. Wow, look at that. This would be good if you want to go for more of a car show kind of design with the Yosemite Custom. Can do that in secondary. Whoa, I was not expecting this. This would blow some people away. Literally, with that blower. Can change the design of that. Then we have the wiper hood. Primary hood with triple intake. And the other choice for the blower. Stinger hood. That's cool. We have a raised hood in the center there, that panel. I wonder if that's a shaker. No, it doesn't shake with the revs, so it's not. Can do a power bulge hood. Power bulge vented. And last up, the Stinger vented hood. And this is going to be a racing off-roader, so we'll throw the power bulge vented hood on there.
All dressed up.
Tons of options for the interior with the Benny's vehicles. Can put ornaments up here. The dials we can change. Usually go with a plain Jane negative. We'll throw that on for now. No way. For the seats, look at these options. This is really cool. This carpet I've never seen. I might have to go with that. That is the first I have seen that. Other than that, they're looking pretty standard. Oh, we've got some World War II bomber seats. Looks a little bit uncomfortable, but very cool. First time seeing that. Basic bucket seat. Lightweight race seats or aluminum bucket seats. And while this is so tempting, it's so cool, this carpet cover. This is a off-road race truck, so we'll stick with some lightweight race seats on the interior. For the steering wheels, it doesn't look like there's any of the modern racing wheels like there would be on a import Benny's car. So we will go with the closest thing to that and go with the Toad. That will do.
How's that for a wheel?
And why not? We'll throw an 8-ball shift lever on here. For the doors, it looks like it's the outside. It's usually, oh, there we go. That's right. That was in the photo on the Benny's website. Definitely we'll be going with one of these. These are awesome. And I will definitely add some more webbing on the sides of the vehicle. I think this is a little bit much. So it's going to be either the half web or the short web. And the short web looks a little bit more dangerous, like I could fall out of here a little bit easier. So the short web doors, it is. Can change the light color on the gauges, and I'm feeling an ultra blue. Throw that on. Last but not least, we have a roll cage, which goes on the inside of the cockpit. Can extend some webbing all the way through. Padded and padded rhino roll cage. All of these are good choices. And I'm going to switch it up with the padded, standard padded cage. And that is everything for the interior options. Moving on to lights. Can do some xenon lights. Usually I change these to a hyper white, just a standard white at the arena workshop. For now I'll put the xenons on. Let's check out the livery options. Got 19 options starting with the dash stripes. Wow, that is really retro. I love that. Okay, moving on, we can do some skid stripes. Then we have sunset. That is awesome as well. Right out of the gates, I'm impressed. Moving on to some sprint stripes. Again, with some more blue, red options. Got the Jackal Racing. Yeah, this is looking Baja style. A reptile camo. That is awesome as well. Ooh, and here we have the shark teeth camo. The one on the website. That is something I may have to do for sure. Going to sticky camo. Hello Reaper. Some really cool stickers on the sides. You suck, kaboom on the back. Really awesome liveries on this. Really excited to check out all the Benny's vehicles now. Moving on to Slick Camo. Can't see that too good on the red. And Trackmaster. Got some sponsors on the lower portion of the vehicle. Ooh, Autocross Destroyer, man. This one is really tempting as well, but that shark tooth one, I don't know. The Patriot, we've seen this one before. I think this one's on the Camacho, right? Rat Race, the rustic beat up, rusty design. If you want to go that route, it is here. And Benny's shop truck. Engines, servicing, fabrication, it says on the side lining of the hood. That's pretty cool. And then we have Al's shop truck. Looks very similar. Diego's shop truck. Got the Globe oil stickers on the rear fenders. Then we've got the Reggaeton Raga Rum with the Jamaican lion with the crown. We've seen this on the Drift Tampa, similar style. And last up, we have the Drift Assault. I guess that's a homage to the Drift Yosemite. Cool. I can dig it, Rockstar. I can dig it. And the shark teeth camo is so tempting. I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to go for that one. The Autocross Destroyer as well. I tried out with the sponsors on the sides. As for me, I'm going to take a chance and go with the Raga Rum. Have a feeling with some, playing around with some of the colors in the respray, we can get this thing looking pretty good. License plates, we do not have any. Where we're going, we don't need plates. Moving on to respray, let's take a look at this in a few different colors. If you want to go on the loud side, you can never go wrong with lime green on these off-roaders, especially when they're built up more and more race-inspired. Really liking it in this frost white as well with that tiger design on the livery. A lot of options here as you can really play around with the secondary respray option as well. And for me, I'm going to go with a racing blue. We'll put that on and see what we can do with the secondary option, although it does look good with the orange on there as is. But we'll see if we can come up with anything for the secondary or if we'll leave that as is. So the secondary changes the side doors, all the webbing, the roll cage, even down here on this livery. And I'm really liking how this dew yellow goes with the erase blue. So we will throw that on. Moving back to the bull bars real quick, I'm going to change this one. I did want those fog lights to see if those function, but gonna go with this one to match the bull bar with the primary paint. Back to where we were, next option is the roof. And we can do a primary bed cap. Look at that. You can really go different options with the Yosemite Custom. If you want to go for more of a car show street version or the off-road version, very cool. Can do secondary on that. Can do a soft top. Wow. That's like a vinyl cloth covering. That is really cool. Don't see that every day. No nonsense open soft top. Look at that. The fabric is rolled back with some stabilizing bars like a canopy comes up and down. Or no roof. How is that compared to the stock roof? Ah, I see. So you can chop the top off of this thing and go full off-roader. And while that is tempting, I think I'm going to keep it to its pickup truck design with the stock roof. And got a few options with the snorkels we can throw on with the trail or the ram snorkel. And I'll go with the trail. It looks a little bit bigger. Put that on. Few options for side steps. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Can do it with branding. Has the Declasse branding on there. Can do the Trail, the Kirks, the Stinger, or the Rhino side steps. Very cool. And you know we're going to have to put that Declasse branding on there. Always got a soft spot for some elegance, a little bit of luxury with that chrome inlay on the Yosemite Custom. Sun strips can do primary or secondary. Says Fadi Dreaded Brethren, so I guess that'll change depending on the livery. And why not? We'll put the primary on. Moving on to suspension. If you wanted to lower this, you can. If you want to go for more of a street setup, I will be leaving it raised as we'll be off-roading. Transmission, yes. Truck bed. Okay, so before we get to turbo, look at that. You guys see that Raga rum on the back from this livery? That is a nice touch too. I am liking it. Can do primary or secondary. And I will leave that as is. Can do the trunk door. That's the logo like on the original Yosemite. Can get rid of that with some more netting. Change the style of the net. Got a tube door. You know what? That is actually really cool. Whoa, that is a lot of dew yellow. Can do the trail door and the trail door with a brake lamp. Nice. Really cool options for the rear of the vehicle as well. Never disappointed over at Benny's. And I'll go with the tube door. I like that one a lot from the moment I saw it.
That's the look.
And there's the turbo. That's what I've been looking for. Add some more horsepower.
One turbo?
And I will change these wheels. I do like these wheels a lot, but for off-roading, I think I'm going to go with something I can paint. So let's take a look at the types. Got the Benny's wheels, of course. A lot of options in those for lowriders, although we will be off-roading. And I don't see the new category for the new street rims that came with this update. That is a little odd. Oh, look at this. They added the new wheels in the off-road section. So yesterday when I logged on, it had its own section for street, the new category, when I was looking at the new Lampadati Taigon. And now they've added them to each category, it looks like. So that is very welcomed. So we've got some new off-road wheels in the off-road category. Definitely, I'll be picking one of these. Wow, look at these. The Mountain Man. You know what? That... I might just have to go with these, but let's finish up real quick. Got a few options left. So glad they added more options for the wheels for all of our vehicles. And while the Mountain Man is very tempting, I think I'm going to go with the Concave 5. Look at those spokes, how they go into the lip on the outside. That is really awesome. We'll throw those on.
She look pretty?
We'll go ahead and paint those bronze. I think that goes pretty well. Of course, we will put the off-road print back on the tires. And last option for the window tint, which we do not have, but it does look like it's changing the rear windshield right behind us. And I will leave that off as this is a race truck for some off-roading. And that is all 30 out of 30 options for the customization. And as always, Benny's never disappoints. If you want to do a street version, more of a hot rod, or if you want to do the off-roading customization like I have, from the liveries to the accessories to the interior, you can do it all. So let's take this outside and take a closer look at the new Yosemite Custom, and then take it off-road. Starting off with some good news as the fog lights on this bad boy do function. That was a bit of a letdown on the Vagrant, the last off-road toy that I reviewed. So always good to see when the fog lights do function. Thank you for that, Rockstar. And let's open everything up on the new Yosemite Custom and check it out in some more detail. All right, so we've got these little danger doors, as I call them, that open up. Let's check out the hood, check out the motor. There we've got our twin air filters and our ribbed painted valve covers. Can see the headers coming through on the bottom. Got the radiator in the front as well. Very nice. Let's move around to the back of the vehicle as we've got that webbing and can really see the Raga Rum now that the tailgate is lowered. And really nice. I gotta say, I'm digging it. I find it's a good mix between a civilian vehicle and an off-road toy. And the coolest thing is that we're the ones who did that. We turned it into this machine with those race bucket seats on the interior. Let's go ahead and put this tailgate up and get a good view from the back there. As we make our way to the interior, check that out and see how it does off-roading. Really like the aluminum trim for the gauges. Nice old school radio with the knobs. Glove box is cool. Of course, we don't have any doors. And we've got our bucket racing seats with the rear windshield right behind us. So then, let's put the new Yosemite Custom, which by the way, is called the Yosemite Rancher, the third variant. Let's first order of business, check the drivetrain, see if this is rear wheel or all-wheel drive. And look at that, we've got all-wheel drive for the new Yosemite Rancher. Let's start off with ground clearance and power delivery. With these log piles, see if this skid plate has enough clearance to make it up. So far, so good. Look at that. That is always a great sight to see as we come down with zero scrape on the front bumper. See how it goes on round number 2 up here before we make our way to the Mount Chiliad hill climb. As the freight train... Oh, wow. Can we recover? Yes, we can. That was a close one. As the new Rancher is anxious. Look at this thing. I am loving the looks, guys. I know some of you are going to buy it just for the looks alone. And that was impressive. It did not flip, as that was a bad position. So far it's feeling very balanced, guys. I think the smaller size of this is going to help us in a lot of ways as far as not having to worry about rolling it as much as you would on vehicles like the Caracara that are bigger and taller off the ground. Alright, let's get stuck in here as we start off on the Sidewinder. Let's get a look at this guy. Really like this livery too, with that tiger camo on the reggae livery. And let's climb this mountain. What do you guys say? So far it's digging in quite nice. It's very stable. The all-wheel drive is working very well. Look at that. Even as we get off course a little bit, it's very, very forgiving. So far, I am impressed. As we go for the mini half dome, first piece of granite to conquer. And it handled that like a champion. And this bit will really show us the balance of the vehicle as we make our way down through Old Lady's Crevice. See how the new Rancher handles it. Oh, that was impressive. That was like a dream, guys. Do not have to worry about rolling this. That is always a breath of fresh air. It is lacking in the power department. If it had a little bit more power, that would really help it out, as you see it bogged down a little bit. Uptown Funk, up and over, no problem. And for this last bit here, this is the trickiest bit, as this will throw vehicles down in a fall of misery and shame, but not the new Rancher. I am very, very happy with this guy. The only problem is it is lacking in the power department a little bit. The Camacho definitely has a lot more power, as well as the trophy truck. But we are up and over to the summit of Mount Chiliad.
It's out of control! Fucking shit!
Sorry about that, hikers. I'm a little excited here
I'm gonna call the fucking cops.
in this new Benny's vehicle, the new Yosemite
I'm gonna let the
Custom.
police handle this.
Yeah, go on and get yourself a picture. It's a nice ride, right? So, should you buy one of these for off-roading? Well, it is a very expensive price to pay, nearly $2 million at the end of the day with all of the toys and livery you want. And it's not the best off-roading vehicle. I would say that it's comparable to the Caracara as far as traction and power. The Caracara might have a tad bit more power, but what the Yosemite Rancher has is a smaller size and a lot more balance. You're not going to be rolling this thing over. You're not going to have to worry about that. The only thing you're going to have to worry about is having not as much power as a vehicle like the Camacho or the trophy truck. However, this guy is really unique. It reminds me of the Helion, the little off-road Jeep that I reviewed a while back. But I am liking this a lot better. I feel that this is a lot more capable. I'm really loving the small size. It feels a lot more agile and maneuverable. And the customization you can do on this is phenomenal. Getting rid of the doors, throwing some webbing on. Really cool to see that, and really cool that this vehicle is in the middle of the road between a civilian vehicle like the Caracara and an off-road toy like the trophy truck. For those of you who really enjoy off-roading in the game, and if you like the looks of these Baja in-between vehicles, you are not going to be disappointed with the new Yosemite Rancher. For everyone else who does not take off-roading as seriously, or if you do it every once in a while, stick with the Caracara, the trophy truck, or the Camacho. And that is everything you guys need to know about the new Yosemite Rancher. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of the new vehicle, if you have one or if you're planning on picking one up, or if you're going to stay with the other off-roaders in the game. Until the next time, you guys stay cool, keep on playing GTA, and I will see you guys in the next video. H2 signing out.